topics. Today I want to talk about pretty much the economy. A lot of people seem to be living in some sort of fictitious world, where they think that, hey, the economy is great, everything is awesome, there's jobs and all sort of nonsense. But let me tell you this, one thing I can tell you from experience. I have a cleaning business, and there's two sides to my business. We have a cleaning side, and we also have an REO side, REO property preservation side. Some of the brokers that I work with are scattered throughout Central Florida, and what they pretty much do is, the way this thing works is, let's say a house gets foreclosed on. The broker then gets a list of the houses, and they send them out to their contractors. Now they might have a total of maybe 3-4 contractors for each trade that needs to be done. As far as pool, you have landscaping crews, you have cleaning crews. Cleaning crews, that sort of stuff. So what they do is, being that they get all the information about the houses that are on the market before the general public, a lot of brokers are also investors. So what they do is they pretty much, send their contractors out to bid on houses that they potentially want to invest in, and also potential properties that the bank are just maintaining or want to fix up and put them back on the market. Well, let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you something from experience. 2015, maybe 16, I was swamped with work. When I'm telling you swamped, hey, go here, look at that, emails left and right, look at this, look at that, give me a price on that, this and that, blah blah blah. Here 2017, kind of sort of dry. I'm talking about maybe an email a month apart type deal. So when you finally get that job, you might want to underbid maybe to get that job. Maybe for the lawn cut, so that you have something reoccurring going on. Something is terribly wrong with the economy. If you look around, look in any one of your neighborhoods. I'm living in Florida. I'm in Florida, Central Florida. This is happening everywhere. If you look outside, look at these different houses, there are multiple houses on the market. I mean, I'm not lying. Just look around. There are so many houses on the market, and guess what? No one's buying them. No one's buying them. Like, no one has the money to buy them. That's because some of the things that are going on right now are not being told on the news. The way they determine how much a house is worth is based on the houses in the community. Okay? If they start foreclosing on the houses in the area, they're forced to bring down the price on houses in that area that are for sale. You understand what I'm saying? So what do? They pretty much leave the people in the house that are in the foreclosure process. They don't repossess the house. This is why, the brokers are not able to send people out. So they leave them in the house, drag out the foreclosure process, just to keep the prices of the houses in the area up high so that they can sell high. Because what happens if they start foreclosing on the houses in the neighborhood? What happens is the prices of the other houses that are for sale have to drop, because remember, it's a direct reflection of the houses in the neighborhood. See, they're not going to put all this stuff on the news, on mainstream media. You see what I'm saying? So you have to go to independent sources or someone that's actually in the field, such as myself, to find out exactly what's going on. So if you think the economy is doing great, for example, take a look at Sears filed bankruptcy. This business has been around for over 30 years, maybe more than that. Kmart, same thing. Radio Shack. These places are really filing bankruptcy. That's not showing you that there's something wrong? You got to know that there's something wrong. Do your research. Jobs. That's another thing with the jobs. People swear there's jobs. Oh, there's jobs, there's jobs, there's jobs. Yeah, they might have jobs, but then they don't have people really that's qualified for certain jobs. Right now, a high school diploma doesn't mean anything. You know, you can go to school, have a high school diploma and think that I'm good, I have a high school diploma. It's not like that anymore. I know people personally that have bachelors and masters and they're not practicing their trade. They're unemployed. I personally know them. I'm going to use myself as an example. I went to school for computer electronic technology. You think I'm using that? No. I'm not using it. Because in these colleges, that's another thing. I can get so deep into this thing. I'm going to have to break this thing up into sections. But these colleges, they say that they're going to place you and this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's a ploy. You know, the amount of people that are in colleges, going to school, saying they want to further their future, there's not enough jobs to accommodate these people. College is a business. Not knocking anyone that's going to college, but it's a business. You know? What I want to do, because I know I'm ranting and raving and getting off topic. What I want to do is just try to come up with a different series and narrow it down to individual topics that I want to talk about, because if I keep talking, it's just going to ramble on and on and on and on. You know, this is Tony here with All Around Topics. Like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for listening.